Hashtag no excuses, just clouds. Hashtag Cloud Chasers Incorporated. Um, all my stuff is on 20 gauge blunt needles, so I can't ram a lot of cotton in there. And the way I make my wire, um, there's no way to explain it close to anything else. It has a lot of jagged edges. I guess you could say it's like a tiger coil. It's actually cold outside right now. We're not even breaching 70 degrees. With a little bit of wind coming this way, it's cold. I only weigh $130. I'm like, I mean, you can see the goosebumps on my skin. It's cold. Look out, Gray. Where do you get out of my way? Come on. I juice this up. Let's see how many I get. That would what, like 3 or 4? A little, little dry, a little different change. We're starting to get white, but there's still some left. I have no idea how many that was. I just got a little cotton taste. You gotta throw the ball for the little dog. I don't know. I mean, it's looking pretty dry. Let's see if there's one more. Tasted dry, but it didn't scratch. Ooh, pretty good cloud. Vapor's still coming on me. I'd say she's dry now. Right? Pretty well dry. I don't know how many that was. The Somehow I've got dirt on my RDA. I don't know how that happened. Let's wipe this dirt off, maybe. My wicking method, though, is, let's see if you can see this. I like symmetry and stuff. I gotta try Yoshi's method, the cotton joint or whatever. That's kind of how I do it, too. But these coils are 20 gauge blunt needle. I do like a mustache, like the coils in the center, and then I have two things on the sides, okay, and then I just let the tails hang. I wrap underneath the coil, okay, if my mouth is the coil. I go through the center, and then I wrap underneath to give myself a little bit of a cotton cloud underneath. Again, the way I made the wire, it needs more fluid. I am not all the way around, though. What I've done is I've left underneath the coil open, yet I've given it a cotton cloud underneath so that as the heat is heating up, it draws the fluid from the wick underneath it. That's how this fluid works. It's drawn to heat so you can cheat. Okay? Wow, it's cold. There you go. I don't even know how many that was. I watched the video. But that's how I do it. That's how I wick. and just because I like blowing freaking clouds, and I'm not eating shit, I position my airflow directly over my coils, and then it never really changes. I don't move it at all. Got some sonic boom here. This is how I drip. You know, some of you guys do. I don't know. This is how I drip. I just go like this until she's soaking wet, and I mean soaking wet. I get everything soaking wet, and then I never like that. That's actually the first time I've taken her down to white underneath the coils, and those weren't hard hits either. If I were to put a lot of power to it, actually take normal draws. Those were like 1 second, 2 second, maybe a little bit longer. Some of them draws. If I were to do 4-second draws all the time, I'll burn the cotton after the 5th hit, no matter what. But you know, that's how I do my wicking. Always looking for different methods. I've been trying. This is another method. You know, this is sonic boom goes in this one. I don't want to have to change the wick all the time. In this one, and I'm not going to totally take it apart, this is a clone, and it is a pain in the balls to get this top piece back onto the deck of the RDA. It's not the right size, you know. It's whatever, it's a clone. I can't spend $100 on a RDA. But we've got a, I don't know if you're not going to be able to see that, not in this light. It's a dual coil, dual parallel build. It's a quad, you know, a quad turned into a dual. You know, none of my shit makes super aggressive when it's running. Okay, it doesn't. Until you put air to it, it doesn't seem to. It puts out like a beginner coil until you put air to it, and then it really shines. You know, that nicotine fix. I've got myself a 120 bottle of Joker by Clown Serum, some sort of you know, pear and stuff like that. I think it tastes like apples, but that's because pears taste like apples. Really good stuff. The flavor doesn't die. After chain vaping it for a few days, it doesn't die. You know, I haven't tried fogging it because it's 3 milligram nicotine, but you know, I bet like anything it would disappear inside of 6 or 7 good 4-second pulls, but you know. I already know this one. I'm not even going to bother trying to get how many pulls I can out of this one. I already know that I can only get a few. Dual parallels, they just drink fluid. It's just a bar none. They drink fluid. There's no, I don't know. They're cool for competitions maybe, but you know, this is 75-25 too. VG-PG blend. I think maybe it's 80-20. I'm pretty sure it's 75-25. It doesn't put out the clouds like CCI, but man, oh man. Man. Joker by Clown Serum. Look him up on Facebook. You know, send my friend his name's Robert, Bobby. You know, hit him up on Facebook. Try some shit out. You know, get his collection. Get all of his fluids, 15 mil bottles. You know, amber glass, shit like that. Good eyedroppers. If you want a special order one of these things, they're like 100 and you know, it's like $100, 80 to $100 for a big one. You gotta get in contact with him. It's you know, what was that? That was like 2 tokes. That felt dry. That was almost dry. I think I got cotton collapse, to be honest. I think it's just done too much for the little bit of cotton I'm able to